guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're actually going to be doing a very exciting thing. I'm going to reorganize my bookshelves. I got a new Billy bookcase, the big one, to put in this wall. And so we're going to reorganize like this whole wall. I'm going to change out like the decor here because I have to take a lot of this out. And I'm going to take every single book off of my bookshelf. And I'm going to create a new setup here. So I'm still not sure if I'm just going to add the other one like right here, or if I'm just gonna put the small one in the middle and just center the bookshelves like in this big wall. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure that out because I need to see it in front of me to know what I'm gonna do. But I'm so excited. My bookshelves are starting to overflow a little bit, and I really like doing a more like aesthetic kind of decor for my shelves. I like doing little sacks and putting trinkets. I don't like having all the spines just facing out. I like to decorate it a little bit more. So we're gonna have a lot of space to play with, but I think I just want to space them out in a pretty way. I'm also gonna be taking out the books from my book cart right here and put them in the shelf, and I'm just so excited. I think it's gonna look so good. So off camera, I'm gonna take everything off the walls. I'm gonna take every single book off of this bookshelf and I'm gonna put them on my bed. So I'll see you when everything is ready to start reorganizing. I've been waiting for this day for so long. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie, this was a whole workout, but we're finally ready to start. I'm so excited. I also have like 2 hours until sunset. Not even, honestly. And of course, it's like one of the hottest days it's been in a while, so oh my god. Like I'm still really excited to do this, but right now seeing everything in front of me, it's very overwhelming. Like I don't know where to start. Why did I think this was going to be so quick and easy? It's not. I'm stressing. It is indeed 2 days later, and I kind of already decorated the shelves. I filmed it for like an hour and I got everything off. I, rearranged my room, and then I started trying to put the books on the bookshelf, and I got very overwhelmed because there was a lot of space, and I honestly just didn't know how I wanted to space them out, where I wanted to put them. So it took me a long time to figure it out. I got very overwhelmed, so I stopped filming, and in total I spent 10 hours doing these shelves. And don't get me wrong, they look cute. I like them, but they're not perfect, and I am a perfectionist and I want it to look perfect. So I'm gonna take it off, everything off, and I'm gonna redo them because now that I have a better like concept of what it looks like and how I can space books out and what books I like seeing where, I think it's gonna look better. My room is just too small for me to not like how these look because I'm always staring at them like they're the main focus of this room, and it needs to look pretty. And I'll spend whatever time I have to spend to make them look perfect. So now I'm gonna get to the fun part, and I'm gonna take off every single book, put them here, and put them back and make them look pretty. I cannot stop listening to cats outside. before. Is it perfect? No. But I do have a few books coming that I ordered like a few days ago that I think will make it look just a little bit more fuller. But overall, I think it looks really cute. So I'm gonna give you a little tour. It's finally time for a bookshelf tour. I just want to give you a more close-up look into how I decided to decorate it and which books I put where. We're gonna start with my top shelf, which is my romance rainbow shelf. The top shelf is mostly standalones, but there's some series that just didn't look cute together, or I just didn't have more space to put them together. So I just put them in the rainbow shelf. I know a lot of people hate rainbow bookshelves, and I kind of do too. Like, I don't like when every single book is organized in a rainbow color scheme, but I like it when it's romance because first of all, I don't have that many, so just having one shelf, like, I can still find my books, and it just looks better aesthetically because I hate when there's a lot of color everywhere. I like it a little bit more color coded, so I think this just doesn't make it as chaotic with color. Then going into the second shelf, it's still romance as I said, but this is more like series. So here I actually have basically all cowboy until here, and then here I just have like small town. It just looked cute, which is the Dream Harbor series, the one with the pumpkin spice cafe and so on. It looked cute next to Done and Dusted, and I love this candle. This candle I think is like the cutest thing in the world. And it actually smells so good, but I just don't want to light it because I don't want to ruin it. And it's kind of funny because there's one book here that's the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, Strawberries and Pancakes. So I thought this was cute. Then this one here is low-key a little bit more random. I just wanted like a pinkish pastel purple vibe right here just because I felt like this had too much color, and I don't love these colors. I like these. So I decided to try to like make it symmetrical in a way. So I put these ones here and I put these more like colorful ones here. So we have more small town romance. And then I go into more of a sports romance vibe. Then I have the Summer I Turned Pretty series. And then I have my Boys of Tommen books. I only have the first two ones, and no, I have not read them yet. I've been telling myself that I was going to for so long now. My cat just really wanted to come see me. Here she is. So I'm sorry if the camera is moving because it's sitting on my bed, but she's so needy. Can you see this? Oh my god, you're so cute. She's just looking at me because she wants more pets, but please, can we be quiet? Okay, go sleep there. I know, but like, just give me a second. I know, girl. I'm just gonna continue, and she's gonna be here because she really wants my attention right now. But I still want to film this bookshelf tour, so mommy gotta work, baby. So let's continue. Here I have my pink fantasy books. I wanted to make a pink stack, so I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart. Okay, oh my god. So I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, and then I have Mortal Follies that just give like the same kind of vibe. It looks really cute. Okay. And then we continue with a fantasy. So we have like Addie LaRue, The Crimson Moth, The Final Rivals duology, Legendborn, Emily Wild series, The Bridge Kingdom, which I only have these two. And I'm probably not going to read the rest of the series. I'm just going to finish the second one. And then I have the Caraval series. I was just actually standing in front of it, so I kind of, oh my god. Just go sleep over there. Oh my god. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just distracting, probably. Anyways, so here I have my Magnolia Park special editions. Now to give you a disclaimer, I do not love the author. It's low-key sad, but it is what it is. So I have my special editions of Magnolia Parks here. I am in love with them. I think they're stunning. If you want to actually see a closer look at them, because I'm so proud of them. First of all, cloth bound. Then you have this gold foiling. And then the insides have like this kind of board game vibe that I really like. I love the art style of this artist that does the covers for Just the Hastings. Here I just have a stack that looks cute. It's not really, you know, cohesive. It's not like one specific genre, but it is kind of like a weird girl vibe. I mean, if you don't count The Ministry of Time, because that's kind of just sci-fi with romance. But it's basically just books that are black, pink, and white. I don't know why I didn't remember that. So I have Bunny, Anibot, The Vegetarian, My Year of Rest and Relaxation, Cleopatra and Frankenstein, and then The Ministry of Time. And then I have Hungerstone here, which is actually the book that I'm reading right now. So this is empty. There's nothing in here. Then we go into my Emily Henry stack here. And then we have my Magnolia Parks / the rest of the books from Jessa that I own, which is Time of Your Life and The Conditions of Will. So she's punished right now to be in the corner right there. Because she needs a timeout. And moving on to this bottom shelf right here, I have all of the books that I own from Tahira Mafi. I only have like the first book in the Shatter Me series. And then I have all the novellas because I bought them in London. And I couldn't find the box set of the actual like novels. So I only have that one. I want to complete it, but it's not a priority right now. But the books are like perfect when you need something to give you a little like pick me up from a reading slump. So if you're looking for that, I really recommend the Shatter Me series. And then I have, actually I don't know what this series is called. The first book is this Woven Kingdom. I don't know if that's the name of this series, but I have the first 3 books. Then we just go into more fantasy series. I have The Cruel Prince, The Powerless Trilogy, Death of Thieves, Six of Crows, Light Lark, just your basic book talk romantasy series, because I do love to follow trends. To me. Then going over here, I have a new book that I just bought that I'm so excited to read this fall, which is Slewfoot. I'm absolutely obsessed. First of all, I love that it's like this unique format. I do not have any other book that's like this size. And then the cool part about this is that it has drawings from the author because he also draws. So we have all of these weird looking horror drawings that I'm actually obsessed with, and it just gives like a spooky fall vibe that I'm obsessed with. So I cannot wait to read this. And then I just try to do a more like gothic fall fantasy dark academia vibes. So I have One Dark Window, the duology, then I have Fable, The Secret History, Fairy Tale, Nocticadia, and Anathema. I don't know how you say it. A Dark and Drowning Tide, which the cover, literally one of the most stunning covers I own. And then I have my signed copy of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil that I'm very excited to also read this fall. I'm just really into the whole horror, like gothic, vampire, witch vibe for this fall. So my goal is to read most of these books this fall. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. Then over here we're actually going to my fall coded like stack. So first we have If It Makes You Happy, and then I just have like spooky books like werewolves, witches, vampires, just your basic like Halloween romances that I still have to read. Because I don't know if you're also like me, but I'm like, oh, it's not Halloween yet. And then Halloween is quickly approaching. And what have I read? That's Halloween? Basically nothing, because I wait too long to read them. Anyway, I just love this one. This one is probably the one that I'm going to be changing throughout the seasons, just to make like a cute seasonal stack. I just love to do that. And then right here I have the first 2 books in The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Oh, Crowns of Nyaxia. I think that's how you say it. I have the first 2 books of that series. And then I always forget the name of series. The Infernal Devices series and the Mortal Instruments series. But I love the whole drawing on the spines. And then finally, we go into my last bookshelf, which is that one over there. That it's more like a literary fiction, historical fiction, thrillers, just everything that's not romance or fantasy, basically. Over here I have a stack of blue books, just because it looks cuter that way, and there were way too many literary fiction blue books, so I just gathered them and made a cute little aesthetic stack. And I just tried to, put the colors together the best that I could, because for some reason all of my literary fiction books are kind of ugly. I don't know, I don't like the colors. I'm not obsessed with blue and yellow, so not living for it. It's basically like literary fiction and historical fiction. And then right there in the corner I have the Natural series and another book on top, just because I didn't have any more space for it, so I just put it on top because it kind of goes together. I do have more books in my room. It's over my desk, and it's just like basically modern classics, old classics, and like self-help more like serious books. This is so silly to say, but I just wanted a more like intellectual vibe over my desk. So I put them there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some sort of inspiration on how to decorate your shelves. I do get some comments on TikTok saying they love like my decor. That sounded like so egotistical of me, but I do. Like, people do talk about my decor, so if you want inspiration, if you want a closer look, there you go. If you have any video suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments, or just videos that you want to see more of on BookTube, just let me know. I'm trying to post more consistently, and I'm gonna try to make like more casual vlogs and not like vlogs where I need to read and finish a lot of books. I kind of just want to bring you with me and casually read while I live my life, if that even makes sense. I feel like reading for videos is kind of stressful because I have to read a lot. I've been in like a life slump, so I can't really force myself to be reading like 3 to 4 books a week just to make a video. So I'm gonna try to make more casual vlogs. Let me know if you'd like that. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!